Well, I've already been doing choir for I did it for 5 years before, so I just really like it. It's a lot of fun, and I love to sing, so concert choir is great for that. I guess, I mean, I had to audition for it, but so I guess I was a little nervous for that, just because I also wanted to be in chamber singers, which is more of a select version of the choirs, but yeah, it was mostly maybe just nerves in the beginning. You do have to, when you're in both choir and then you have classes, you have to be able to manage both homework and being able to practice outside of choir, because if you're going to do well in choir, you need to practice outside of it, and you need to have a balance of that. And then there's also the fact that since I'm a music major, I have to practice for other classes besides choir as well, so you have to fit that in. Probably the hardest bit, I would say, for auditions is usually for anyone would be sight reading, because he did play the piano with it, which helped, but then you're kind of just on your own to find those pitches, and that can be very hard. So.
On.
So first you had to sign up for a slot. So then you had that, and of course I warmed up beforehand so I wouldn't be all icky going in, but so he had you first, I believe, just test out your range. So he would have you sing a few exercises and just see what voice part you should have. And then he'll bring out samples of a few of our choir songs for that year, and you'll have to sing them to the best of your ability and sight read them. And that's kind of around more of what you do basically with that. But yeah, it's a little nerve-wracking, but it's best to be chill. I was pretty excited because I've heard the choir before, and I was really excited because they sounded really good, and I just love being in choir. So then I got after getting in.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was a little intimidating at first, because I wasn't used to, I mean, yes, I did have, I would say, a higher level choir in high school, but just going into a new choir environment with a new teacher, I kind of had to learn his methods, and especially in chamber singers, he had a lot of a different way, and the ensemble's very small, so you have to be on top of it like that. And he, I believe, just right off had a sight reading without even practicing the music or anything. I think it slowly gets better because, I didn't know Dr. Ramsell at first, but once you get to know them better, it gets a lot easier. You have to get used to their method of conducting, because I was used to my high school teachers, and so now you have to readapt to that, and then just to his methods. I love his methods, by the way, he's great. But you just gotta readjust, and then you have to be able to find the time to practice all of that, because if you don't, there's always gonna be little errors, and that's not gonna be good in the long run for concerts. So you need to make sure. Actually, I'm gonna be cheesy here and use a quote that my high school teacher used a lot. But I think with concerts, there's always gonna be people in that audience that just really need to hear that music that day, because they could be having just a horrible day, month, or a year, but just that one concert could just touch them in a way to just make them feel more than what they have been feeling in like that past time period. So I think just improving people's lives with music and stuff, and that's what you get. Like, I love the music program here. Like, yes, it can be hard. It can be hard to manage it, but like, it's just an excellent program. And I am so much more educated on music because of all the classes I've taken, and it's helped me with all the other classes. And it just, yeah, I have a great love for music, and it definitely does that. And especially since the school is small, it's a lot of individualized attention. So if I needed help, I can just go right over and talk to them. Like, it's no. I would say just don't be scared, because auditions can be a bit intimidating, but don't be scared. Try your best. Like, if it just ends up that maybe you didn't get in, it's okay. You can get into community chorus. It's a little bit different, but it's still choir, and choir is just, overall, any choir is enjoyable. Just being able to sing. So yeah, don't freak out with the auditions. It's okay to be nervous. It will all be okay. And since you're a music major, there's probably a pretty good chance you're gonna get in.